How do I look?
Nice. I think you're ready to roll.
Okay. So the smart speaker market is nothing new. In fact, Apple took their swing at it a couple of years ago with the HomePod. Now, the HomePod was quite pricey at $299 compared to competitors that start at about $29 on Black Friday sales. But what HomePod had going for it was the music quality, was the sound experience that you had, especially if you were already in that Apple Music ecosystem. And now Apple has the HomePod Mini, which only starts at $99. Whether you like Siri or you don't, one thing you can't deny is its sound quality. And I gotta say, even in a small package, HomePod still hits home with sound quality. Siri, you sound great.
Okay. Is there something I can help you with?
No.
Okay.
Now, smart speakers are considered to be some of the most accessible products for people who are blind, low vision like myself. And the one thing I do like is that Apple carried voiceover from the iPhone, Mac, iPad, whatever it may be, over to HomePod. And that just, again, ensures an accessible experience. Off the bat, I do want to state, if you are not an iPhone owner, if you're not currently in the Apple ecosystem, HomePod is not going to do it for you. In fact, HomePod is set up and managed with your iPhone. It's using the Home app, and it's able to control your HomeKit-enabled accessories in your home, as well as control Apple Music and other third-party applications that support the HomePod. Maybe you're not subscribed to Apple Music, but you're still interested in HomePod for one reason or another. It does still work with AirPlay. AirPlay is Apple's wireless protocol that allows you to distribute audio from one source to another. Essentially streaming, say, YouTube Music or Spotify from your iPhone over to your HomePod. You can do that. Personally, for me, I use Apple Music, but I also use YouTube Music occasionally, and that's to access music that isn't necessarily licensed here in America. I like my fair share of J-Rock, Japanese rock, for all you folks out there that aren't familiar with J-Rock. What is the best speaker to buy?
I found some web results. I'll send them to James's iPhone.
I'm good. No, thank you.
I couldn't find James's iPhone,
Okay.
but you can ask me again from there.
You're looking at buying a speaker, you want to maybe consider the HomePod, but then you have to consider, is Siri the assistant that you want? Well, there's better competition, I think, out there on other platforms, because Siri, it's Siri. It works, it's gotten better, but even I use it very frequently, I rely on it, and it's not always up to par with what it could potentially be. What is the weather in New York?
It's currently cloudy and 52 degrees in New York, New York. Expect rain starting tonight. Temperatures are heading up from 52 degrees to 57 tonight.
I can't really speak for the accessibility on other platforms when it comes to smart speakers, because simply I've only given Siri a try with HomePod and the HomePod Mini. This is in part to do, and I don't want to get into this discussion or debate, because everyone's got their own opinion and interpretation and preference, and that's totally okay. Choose what platform works best for you and what you prefer, but I personally just prefer Apple's privacy policy and Apple's take on privacy and their proactiveness around this subject matter. And I guess if I'm going to have a smart speaker, I'd rather it be from Apple than other tech giants that use your data in different ways. But again, I'm not looking to get into that debate, discussion, dialogue today, because simply that's not what this is about.
Set up button. Dismiss button. What room is HomePod in? Heading bedroom. Pick item. Adjust continue button. Continue. Personal requests. Use Siri on HomePod to access your messages. Your next appointment. Hey Siri, you have missed call. Close button. You can change this later in home settings. Use personal requests button.
I found the HomePod Mini very easy to set up. Simply just have your iPhone ready. In fact, even if you're totally blind, VoiceOver walks you through this whole process. So have your iPhone, make sure it's charged and on Wi-Fi. Have your HomePod Mini, plug that HomePod Mini in using the new Apple 20-watt adapter. Don't try to use any other USB-C adapter that's under 20 watts, because it's not going to play friendly with you. Have your iPhone within close proximity of your HomePod Mini, and it will simply just pop up. Make sure you're not on a FaceTime call or any kind of phone call when doing this process, because I was doing that very thing and it just did not find it initially. So things that HomePod Mini can do, again, using Siri, you can have access to the entire Apple Music library. And other applications are taking advantage of this, like Pandora and iHeartRadio. Hopefully more in terms of the music streaming services, but right now these are apps that are currently taking advantage of Siri and HomePod natively. It can also give you a news briefing. Not that I recommend looking at the news this year, at least. Maybe next year it'll get better. Check the weather, set alarms, set multiple timers. You can also, at the same time, have it play sleep sounds to maybe help you sleep at night. Some ambient noises like a stream or ocean or forest, whatever you want to really kind of listen to, you can do that and set a sleep timer, which is really cool. A sleep timer will tell Siri to turn it off after a certain amount of time. So I'm a big fan of that feature.
Here's night.
Set a sleep timer for 4 hours.
Okay, I'll stop playing in 4 hours.
That way I'm not waking up and I'm still hearing crickets, you know. Not that I want to fall asleep to crickets. I'm a city person. The HomePod Mini even has a pseudo display. It's not like a graphical user interface, but simply you can kind of tell when Siri is listening or trying to relay information through these like wavelength graphics. Now, initially on Twitter, I heard that the plus and minus were imprinted, and I possibly read this as it being tactical or textured. That is not the case. I misinterpreted. I don't think I shared it, but I was excited to actually feel the HomePod display, only to find out that that plus and minus indicator is just, it's marked, it's visual, but it's flat. It's not tactical or embedded. But again, VoiceOver works on this. It's simple, but it works. Another really cool feature that I like is you can hand off phone calls, music, audio from just YouTube, just by taking your device and tapping the HomePod. You'll feel a little vibration feedback just to ensure that, like, hey, you're sending this specific audio to the HomePod. So it just sucks it up. It's really cool. I've done that for phone calls, and suddenly I'm talking to a person with much better quality on the HomePod speaker. And the cool thing is, this feature even works in reverse. So if you want to take that phone call and leave the room, or you're heading out, but you don't want to hang up that call, simply just take your phone, feel the vibration once you tap the right spot, and it just sucks the call right back to your phone, or again, music, whatever it might be that you're playing. Overall, I'm pretty excited about the HomePod Mini. You can even set up 2 of them to have stereo. I have not done that yet. I'm planning to possibly do that because I'm actually really enjoying the experience I'm having from this thing. And I don't really live with anyone else to warrant having the intercom feature turned on, though I can imagine how that could be useful, and that is simply an option for you to send a message to everyone on the Wi-Fi network with an iPhone or Apple device. So that's pretty cool, and it can be read aloud. It can even send to people who aren't in the Wi-Fi network, but are on like the network usually. This is definitely a great gateway to start expanding your HomeKit accessories. I hope you could hear something different today, different take on the HomePod Mini, someone who is blind, low vision, giving their perspective on how this is beneficial in this ecosystem. So again, hope you can see something different today. I will hear you next time. Bye. Oh, and one more thing. For those who can see the video, let me know how it looks. This was shot entirely on the iPhone 12 Pro Max. So, yeah. Just really wanted to shoot a video with the new phone. Like from start to finish, every shot, B-roll, and all. Alright, anyway.